And we are live once again with episode 2, or I should say session 2 of the My Little Pony game. And I probably misnamed this video, so I may need to go in and edit that, but I'll take care of it later. So now that it's actually not the first session of the game, we can start out like we always do, which is to say, does anybody remember what happened last time?
Oh, I remember.
All right, why don't you give us a rundown? And actually, so something that I've seen some groups do that I'm thinking we might do is kind of whoever. Well, no, yeah, that wouldn't work very well. Never mind. Ignore me. Go ahead, Jason.
So we started out with our adventure on Horseshoe Island, Horseshoega. Sorry.
That's right, the floating island of Horseshoega.
Myself, Caramel Kisses, arrived via boat, a singing map to the residents of Cinnamon Bubbles and Cinnamon Star, so they would, well, not, I guess, is it their residence, or is it just their store?
Both.
And they helped me decipher it.
Well, they started.
Petition. Exactly. And we met up with Minty Chips and Sugar Song eating waffles and something. No, pancakes and ice cream.
That's right.
And then at the behest of Minty Chips and a competition and won. Details of the competition, but we ended up winning and going on a float parade around Horseshoega.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, after that, we went water skiing, which was awesome.
Yep.
I don't remember how we ended the day. Oh, Caramel Kisses went and spent the night with Minty Chips, hammocks, and the rest of the ponies went home.
Okay.
I believe that's how we ended. And then we entered a dungeon somehow, but that part I'm shaky about. Someone needs to take over.
Yeah, so that day, the end of the day was actually before the float. So we started out with everybody's day on the eve before the Festival of Five. And you all went through kind of what a typical day was for you. And then at that, the next day, after you guys had all settled in like you described, you found you were with the crowd at the start of the Festival of Five parade and found out that you had actually all won the honor of being allowed to go on the floats, but then also you got to join Myrtle and Master Meadow on a boat ride out to the island of Renewal. Does anybody remember what was important about the island of Renewal, or what was being celebrated in the Festival of Five?
The five the five pirate people had shut down the big whirlpool that was sucking in the world.
That's right. And the island of Renewal is the place where that happened. And so you all were invited to go on this boat ride out to the island, where they were going to leave a diamond at the place where supposedly it happened. And so you guys headed out on that boat ride after the parade. Is that enough priming to kind of pick it up from there, Jason?
Oh yeah. And all of a sudden, there's this big gray disc in the sky, and we're like, what? Everyone's like, yeah, just chill out. It's not a big deal. And then it turns out it was a big deal. It was a big storm. So, island, even though we were like, we probably shouldn't do this. But then they were like, no, it's no big deal. So, whatever. They put us in this position.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, we fell in through the ceiling of this island, and we ended up in this dark cave where we ran into 3 big swarms of spiders, and Cinnamon Bubbles just absolutely toasted them. And that's kind of where we stopped, right?
Yep. So that's where we wrapped up. The combat had just ended. Cinnamon Star finally is stamping off the last few of the smaller spiders that were trying to crawl up her legs after Minty Chip shish kebabbed the bigger ones on her rapier. Sugar Song basically woke up and kind of like waddled over to the spiders and I don't think did anything meaningful. And Caramel Kisses walked up on a bunch of rocks, noticed that there were 2 more spider swarms than were previously known about, and then cast mage armor on herself. And that brings us up to date. The only other information that y'all have is that I went ahead and I pointed out that you could see with the light that there is currently 2 different holes in the wall. A smaller one over here that the spiders exited, that some of the spiders came out through, and then a larger one over here where the 2 swarms down there came out of. I should start up the sound, actually. I don't think there's any sound. Ooh, water cave noises. Alright. So yeah, we're ready to pick up. Combat has just ended. Everyone's breathing hard. Still soaking wet, bruised, and uncomfortable. Make sure that you did mark down however much damage you took from the fall. Everybody should have some. And you can pick up from there.
Okay, give me 1 second. I actually
Also,
forgot
I have
my
a
notebook.
diamond.
Yes, that is important to point out. Minty did dive for the diamond, which was, instead of being put on the island where it was supposed to be, when it became clear the storm was a problem, Myrtle dropped it overboard. And during the ensuing scuffle, when the wave washed everyone off of the ship, Minty dived down and grabbed it. So that is currently in your saddlebags.
Yeah. I vote we go through the big door.
Counterpoint, the little door probably has more secret stuff than the big door because it's smaller.
Oh yes, and
I
another
know.
thing
We
to point
should
out.
definitely split up.
We should definitely split up.
But yeah, another thing to point out, the only sources of light right now are from the hole in the roof where you fell down, and then Caramel did cast light on the tip of her horn. But if you guys need more light, all of you are carrying torches.
Or Caramel could just cast light on somebody else.
Well, it's still only 1 point of light, so if she casts it on someone else, then the light on her horn goes away, and it's only on the other
Oh,
person.
I thought it was a cantrip that you could just kind of recast.
It is, but as soon as you cast it again, the previous spell ends. That is in the spell description. I'm not making that up, by the way. That's how it works. Cool. I'm not just being a jerk here.
Okay, counterpoint number 2. Maybe we should at the cave as well, and then assess if we find any more doors.
I agree. I think we should follow the right wall, because that's how you get out of mazes.
Okay, I'll lead, because I have light. So I'm going up north a bit at a time.
Okay. And yeah, that's a good idea. Generally, move yourself 1 or 2 squares at a time, just so that we don't have people zipping around, and I have time to react to anything.
Okay, give me a second so Cinnamon Bubbles can catch up.
Ooh, that looks like fun. There are spikes in the water.
Yes, stalactites, or mites, stalagmites, because they're on the ground.
Oh, it looks like a waterfall?
Yes. So,
and is that part of a boat?
Shiny thing.
So you guys have come up to a chasm, which is approximately 25 feet across. 20 to 25, depending on where you start and where you end. On the other side, you can just barely make out a waterfall and what looks to be the remains of an old rope bridge. Down below, it is a drop of some 30 feet into a pool of water out of which are sticking jagged stalactites. Beyond that, you can see some broken wood and what looks to be an old crate in the water.
I want
What
the
is the
crate.
shiny water that I'm standing in?
That is... Where are you? Oh, you are standing in a puddle.
It's a puddle.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my fault. The puddle, that is.
That was your fault.
No, the puddle has been there since you arrived. Now, the fact that
She
the
was
larger
wondering why it was
puddle...
warm.
The fact that the larger puddle is now slightly warmer and yellower than it used to be is probably Sugar Song's fault.
So who's
Let's
best
see.
at flying?
I heard bluff, 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 bluff flying. So if you could say that again.
I said, who's best at flying?
The only one of you who can fly is you. You are the only Pegasus.
And I'm not that good at it, right?
Yeah, but that means like doing crazy maneuvers or flying in a storm. That doesn't mean flying in calm air across a gap.
Okay. I think I want to fly down and see what's in that crate.
Okay, that would be a bit of a tricky maneuver. Because as you have poor flying, you have to move at least, I think it's either 5 or 10 or 15 feet before you can make a turn. And so flying down into a chasm like that is going to be very difficult.
Hmm.
And
It's
you
like a
cannot
question.
hover. You also cannot hover when you fly.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question. So I have a grappling hook in my gear.
Okay.
Does that include rope, or do I just have a...
Do you not have a rope in your gear? I can't imagine that's not also there.
I don't see a rope in my gear list.
Okay, let me check. You absolutely should have.
Nope, I do. I've got a rope. It's over here. They split it up in 2 different gear sections, which is weird, but whatever.
But yeah, no, everybody should have rope.
Yep,
I
I've got a
don't
rope
see
and a
rope.
grappling hook.
You don't have
I
rope?
want...
Okay, maybe the only one that might not have rope would be Jason as a wizard.
Yeah. But and the gear is weird. It is split up in like 2 different sections on my page, which made it hard to find. But
Okay. Yeah, you're right, Jason. You actually don't have rope, which makes sense. You're a wizard. Wizards are too good for that sort of thing.
so can I see someplace on the other side that I could throw my grappling hook?
Perhaps. I don't want to guide you so much as to say exactly what that would look like, so...
Okay, well, I'm just saying, is there like enough rocks on the other side, or do I need to throw it over by where the rope bridge was?
No, there are no rocks that you could get a hold of.
Okay. Then
Whoever
I want
goes
to try
across
to throw...
should have a light source, because it's going to be dark on the other side.
But wait,
gonna
let me
swing across
cast
with
some
a
prep
torch.
spells on you first. I would like to give Minty Chips the light.
Okay. Yes, that
I
is
would like to
quite easy.
I'd like to also cast Air Bubble, just in case she falls into the water.
Okay. So you are no longer emitting light, so let me transfer that over to Minty Chips. Alright, Minty Chips, you should now be a light source.
Cool, I am. I am so shiny.
Hey, careful, you just walked off the edge.
Cinnamon Star is
I'm
gonna
not on
pull
the
out
off the edge. There's a little tiny bit of the edge.
Okay.
I'm like standing right on the edge.
Cinnamon Star is
Alright.
gonna pull out a torch.
Alright, yeah, so they are wet, so it's going to take you a couple minutes to get it lit, but it's not so difficult that you need a skill check or anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm
I
gonna
think I'll
throw
also
my...
pull out my torch, so I'll do the same.
Okay, cool. Let me give you guys light real quick then.
So I do have one question. How do our hands work, or do we hold things in our mouth,
A
or...
little bit of both.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Very interesting.
You might be holding something in your hooves, you might have it in your mouth, you might have some sort of like loop in your saddlebags that you stick stuff in. It really just changes depending on whatever fits the situation. In general, unless I say otherwise, assume you can do anything a human can, and somehow it just translates into poniness.
Okay, cool.
Woot.
Because I was not sure, like, if I was holding a torch, how it would affect, like, if I needed to grab a weapon or something. So, okay,
Same
cool.
as just pretend you're a human. If you're holding a torch, then one of your hands is taken up holding that torch. So if you have a two-handed weapon, you have to drop the torch.
Okay.
All right then. So, Minty Chips, you wanted to throw a grappling hook.
Yes.
All right. So that should be a pretty straightforward ranged attack. So if ranged isn't listed, which it should be, but if it's not, that's base attack bonus plus dexterity. At a
+8.
Awesome. So that's a 10-foot range increment, let's say, for that. And it's 25 feet, so that's going to be at a -4.
Okay, so +4. Let's see if I can get this right.
I can hear myself loud and, like, everything I'm doing over here.
Yeah, I can hear you, Wayne.
I'm sorry.
All right, a
Ooh,
21.
That's not bad.
That is not bad at all. So yes, you are able to get your grappling hook to attach nicely onto the other side.
Cool. Can I tie the other end of my rope to this rock?
I'm gonna say yes.
Cool. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to kind of like tug on both sides of the rope. So tug it both directions to make sure it's like really solid.
It is largely solid.
All right. Well, I'm going to shimmy across the rope.
Okay. You make it.
Woot!
Assuming, like, none of you have such a low dexterity that you wouldn't be able to make it across on a rope. And so, next to you, you see a pool of water, and obviously the water that the waterfall is coming from, and then also what appears to be a brazier with old, unused coals still in it.
I'm going to light it.
With what?
My flint and steel.
All right. Excuse me. Let's see. All right, it should be lit.
Woot! I'm going to yell back across to everybody else and be like, hey guys, do you want me to check out what's on this side, or you guys want to join me over here?
I'm scared of the chasm, but we should probably stick together.
Don't worry, it's okay. It's just a rope. Ooh, fire!
I think we should explore the rest of where we were first, like maybe that other smaller opening.
Yeah, I think we should explore over here, and then maybe we can like make the bridge if we find some more wood.
Right, well then, I really want to check out that crate down there, so... Let's see. Can you guys untie the rope on that side, and I'll throw the grappling hook back over when I'm done?
Or everyone has a rope. Someone could throw you another one.
Perfect. Throw me another rope. Don't drop it.
All right, Cinnamon Star, since she's already there, kind of wraps her rope around the rope and like flings it across like a zip line.
Okay. And then I'm assuming what you're going to do is take your grappling hook off of the pole, tie your rope to the pole, and then use your grappling hook to help yourself lower down, right?
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Right. Hold on.
When the
Nip,
GM
nip,
says
nip, nip,
awesome, it makes me nervous because I think we're falling into his trap.
He's rolling dice. That's what makes me nervous.
All right, Anna. As you're walking by, you see a slight ripple in the water, and then suddenly,
Ah! There's an adorable crocodile!
and it nailed its stealth roll, so you are just about to be sneak attacked. So while I pull up its character sheet, everybody give me a initiative check. So that's 1d20 plus whatever your initiative bonus is.
Initiative.
Yikes.
Nice. The crocodile didn't do too bad.
Yikes.
Yeah, I saw. Yours was not great.
Ah!
13 isn't horrible.
Yeah, but I've got a +9. I rolled a 4.
And Jason, if you would like to roll separately for cinnamon bubbles, that's good. That's fine.
Wait, I forgot. Sorry.
No, you can do it either way. So if you want to do both turns at the same time, do that. Or if you'd like to roll them separately, do that. Just pick one and kind of stick with it.
I'll do them separate, and I'll is there a way that I could tag it with who I'm rolling for? That first one was for caramel kisses.
Okay. I don't know that you can tag it. There's ways to do it, but I'm not sure exactly what the syntax is.
Yeah, I just put bubbles at the end. 20.
Nice.
26 total.
Crit. Not necessarily the most useful roll to crit on, but hey.
I always waste my 20s. What can I say?
Yep.
Sure.
Alrighty then. Let's see. So, we will be starting out after the surprise round is over with cinnamon bubbles.
We should switch you to push.
Then we have Sugar Song. Then the crocodile. Let's see, Minty Chips is... Where's Rebecca's? Okay.
It was 13.
Yeah, who has the higher dex between you two? Rebecca and Anna.
Or me,
Almost
clearly. I don't know.
definitely Anna.
Yeah, I would imagine so, as a rogue. So that makes sense. Alrighty then. So, surprise round! So the crocodile is going to attack you.
With hugs and love, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's right. Yep. Will a 24 hit?
Probably.
Okay, well that is an important thing to know.
Well, let's see. What is that against again?
Your
It's
AC.
against...
AC, armor class.
Yes.
Okay. I figured as much. So, the crocodile is going to grab a hold of you. Just lunge out of the water, grabbing one of your legs very unexpectedly. And it's going to do... (8 points of damage, and you are currently grappled.
Oh no. I'm going to yell out in surprise and be like, "Ah! You
Just
repugnant
surprise?
colossal troll!"
An enormous crocodile just sank its teeth into you, and you're just surprised.
Well, I mean, surprise, and I don't know. I'm too tough to feel pain.
Alright, fair enough.
I also insulted it.
Yes, you pungent colossal troll. It just looks at you and wiggles its eyebrows slightly. So yeah, that's the surprise round. So, Cinnamon Bubbles, you are up.
Did it do damage?
Yeah, I told you it did 8 damage.
Got it. I missed that at some point.
Okay, so Cinnamon Bubbles. My range is not sufficient.
Okay, so one thing about range is that's actually not your maximum range. That's a range increment. So that means for every increment past the first, you are at a -2 per increment. So I would assume it's a 30-foot range, right?
It's actually a 20-foot range.
Okay, so it's a 20-foot range. It's 40 feet. So that means anything up to this 20-foot mark would be within the first range increment. And then everything past here is with up to 40 feet is in the second range increment. So you can still shoot. It's just at a -2.
Oh, cool. So I definitely want to shoot then. I mean, does anyone have it? Do I get to like talk to my friends? Be like, hey,
Oh,
what do you think?
yes, absolutely. So this is like, within reason, this is like watching a shonen manga where everybody spends half of their time standing around while individuals do things, and you have plenty of time to talk. Just kind of picture it like that to a certain extent.
What's the button to like make a measurement?
It's
like so I can like do 2 moves, right?
Oh, right click and then to the next place. So right clicking makes a
possible on a Mac.
I'm not sure what it would be on a
Isn't
Mac.
It's a command?
Is that what you were trying to do though?
Command click.
It's like your secondary. It's control click.
The problem is that I click with the there's no buttons for my touchpad, so I can't.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay. Was that what you were trying to measure though?
I was trying to measure how much. So, what about moving across the rope? Is that a movement, or is that something different?
That's something different. So it would take you a full round action, I'll say. And because you're trying to do it quickly, it would also require an athletics check. Because Minty Chips could take her time and kind of do it safely. You would be doing it in a hurry, and it would be much more dangerous.
Cool. Yeah, let's definitely just shoot that.
Okay. If you want to go here to this this big rock, that'll actually give you high ground, so that would counteract the -2 from your range increment.
Oh, deal. That sounds dope. So, because I have a move turn too, right?
Yes.
Action to move to there. That's 15 feet.
Yep.
Then I'll shoot the alligator.
So you'll have to decide. There's a few important skills when you're doing your attacks. You have, what is it called? You have one that gives you extra attacks, but it's at the, you sacrifice some accuracy, so you're more likely to miss. And then, Cinnamon Star. Okay, so you have point blank shot. If you're within 30 feet, you get a +1 to attacking and to damage. You're not within 30 feet, so obviously that doesn't count. Then you have rapid shot, which gives you an extra attack with each hand, but it's going to be at a -2 to each shot. So you can either take 2 shots, 1 with each hand, at a +6, or you can take 4 shots, 2 with each hand, at a +4.
Do that. That sounds mathematically better.
It is. Now, remember, the biggest downside is that firearm ammunition is rare and expensive. So that's one of the bigger downsides to doing that.
Oh, then we better not, actually. Still got a fireball in the hole coming from Caramel Kisses.
Well, I wouldn't do a fireball because that's an area of effect
yeah.
attack, which will damage Minty.
I was mostly kidding because that's kind of overkill at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Flare shots.
To give you
Or
an
cinnamon
idea,
bubbles.
the paper cartridges that you currently have in your gun, let's see, how much are they worth? They cost, I think it's 12. So they're each 12 gold pieces.
Mm.
So that'll give you an idea of the cost. Is to replace those, it's going to cost you 12 gold pieces per bullet.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, let's do the regular attack with both hands.
Okay.
Which is... It says ranged both hands, plus 10, 1d8, plus 4. What does that really mean?
Plus 10. I'm not sure. Let me pull up your actual sheet to see what you're looking at. Cinnamon bubbles. Tax. Pepper box. Yeah, it is a plus 10. Oh, so plus 10 is if you are wielding only one gun. Plus 6 is if you're dual wielding.
Okay. What's the 1d8 plus 4?
That's your damage.
Got it.
So the where it says ranged both, maybe 10 should be for both hands. I'm a little bit confused. It looks like looking on your sheet, it should be plus 10 if you're dual wielding. So I'm not sure why I'm saying something different.
That plus 10 is the accuracy, or is that to the damage?
That's your hit. So, yeah, there must be a bug because it should absolutely be plus 10 because it should be base attack bonus plus your plus 4 dexterity mod plus 1 for your weapon focus is 10. So, yeah, that's your damage. So for your attack. So to attack, you'll roll 1d20 plus 10 twice. To see how many times you hit, and then we'll roll damage based off of that. Okay, 24 definitely hits. And a 26 also definitely hits. So that's 2 hits. So now your damage, yeah, is that 1d8 plus 4. So that's 9 for the first hit. And 8 for the next one for a total of 17, unless my math is off, which is entirely possible. Alright, it is not dead, but it is significantly hurt. Ooh.
Look at that, you stupid reptile.
That's right. So a deafening blast comes from Cinnamon Bubbles' guns as they belch forth clouds of smoke, and everyone painfully shies away because you are in a cave and you just fired 2 black powder weapons. But yeah, that is it for Cinnamon Bubbles' turn. So, Sugar Song.
I'm going to use my heavy crossbow with both hands.
So you're dropping your
And
torch?
fire at it. Could I have one of those saddle thingies where I just stick it in my saddle? Like the ring?
You can, but not and still fire your crossbow.
Okay. Well,
Like I said, you have to treat it like you're a human, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I'll drop the torch on the ground.
Okay, so it falls into it rolls into the cavern in front of you and plunks into the water. Make sure you reduce
Wonderful.
your inventory by 1 torch.
Okay. And that's attack for the crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm
A
still in the first
17 will hit.
Mm-hmm. So 4 damage. And then I didn't move, so I can fire again, right?
Yes. Okay, that will also hit.
So 9 damage.
All right. Cool. So you fire 2 shots into its flanks. The arrows penetrate deep through its scaly skin. Now it is its turn again. So it's going to attack. That's a hit. And a crit. So we're going to do the normal hit first. So that's 11 points of damage. What does that put you at, Minty?
That puts me at 16.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Crit damage. Does have crit. Let me check. Yeah, it's times 2. Alright, it rolled a little lower this time, so that's another 16.
That puts me at 0.
Alright, you have passed out, so the crocodile begins to roll, tearing at your foreleg and doing significant damage in a slightly cartoonish manner, because this is a pony game. And just kind of like, I don't know, does a puny god style move and smacks you back and forth across the rocks and throws you to the wall here.
Ouch.
And you are now unconscious, but not bleeding. You're actually right at 0, which means you're unconscious, but not dying or bleeding out.
Yes, that's always good.
Yes. All right, Cinnamon Star, you are up. You there?
It's all his fault. He made me do push to talk, and I was talking.
Okay. So it's your turn.
I have the wrong character sheet.
You're like, why do I have guns?
Exactly. I was like, wait, why do I have a pepper box? I'm so confused.
I wish I had guns. Just kidding.
I don't think I have anything that's going to be useful because they're all like area effect with the bombs.
Okay, well, if you can see, Minty Chips got thrown at a wall, and you actually have a skill which allows you to choose. I think it's up to 3 squares in the area of effect that your bomb would hit that do not take damage. So either way, you would actually be totally fine to throw bombs.
Okay. Let me see if I can remember how to throw bombs. Alright.
Hypothetically, can I send my monkey over there to deliver a cure light wounds spell?
Yes, absolutely. You do have the ability to deliver spells using your familiar. So, Rebecca, you have an Alcahest Bomb, so that's a +7 to attack, and it does 3d8 damage to constructs and 3d4 damage to anything else.
Okay, but why does it have a ranged with light off option?
I don't know what you mean by ranged with light off.
So there's there's the ranged with offhand option, and then there's the ranged with light offhand, which I think
because it's a light weapon, but you don't want to throw it with your offhand. You want to throw it with your primary hand. So it's a range increment of 20, so the same as Jason. You'll be taking a -2 to throw since the high ground is already taken. So just roll a 1d20 plus 5. Or that. So that misses, but he's actually... So you don't hit him, but you're going to hit a square near him. Normally I would roll for that, but I guess it really doesn't matter in this instance. So it's still anywhere next to him is still going to hit a square that would do damage to him. So I'm just not going to roll for it. So what you do to enemies that are not directly hit is you do slightly less damage. Where is it? It's always equal to the minimum of your damage. So he is going to take 3d4, which would be a minimum of 3 damage. Would you like to throw another bomb?
Don't forget to push to talk.
Alright, that's a hit this time.
Put it in the browser.
Alright, so that one is a hit. So now you're going to be doing 3d4 damage. Nine. Nice. Alright. That is enough to kill him. So, with arrows sticking out of him and several large bullet holes seeping blood, well, I guess that's a little violent for a pony game. He's got little boo-boos and some band-aids, and then bombs are thrown at him, and he gets all that burnt up looking, and he kind of like rolls over and falls asleep.
Aww.
We unalived him.
We just K-worded.
No. He's got little Z's floating up above him and a little snot bubble kind of getting bigger and smaller off the tip of his nose.
I love it.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah. Okay, so, Minty, combat is over. That means you regain 1 hit point. So you are now at 1 hit point and conscious, but barely.
I think I want to, I don't know, drink a potion or something.
I'm gonna send my monkey over. Do I need to roll anything for my monkey to get across the rope, or do we just assume?
Oh, monkey has climb speed. Monkey can easily get across the rope.
So I'm gonna send...
Which I should say, his name isn't Monkey, by the way. His name is Mr. Grabby.
Oh, Mr. Grabby. So I'm gonna send Mr. Grabby over with a Cure Moderate Wounds spell. So for Cure Moderate Wounds, that's 2d8
plus caster level.
Okay, which is
5.
5?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I was doing so well.
Yep. Got to put that slash before the R. Alright, you regain 13 hit points.
My monkey comes up to you and just kind of like gibbers in your face and then touches you.
That's not creepy at all.
You're just lucky he didn't like scratch his bum and then stick his finger up your nose to touch you.
Or pet your tongue.
So you heal 20 more, Anna.
Wait, I'm confused.
I
just sent a cure moderate wound spell with my monkey, and he healed you.
Okay,
well, you have a Cure Moderate Wounds on your sheet, or at least you should, so just mark off that for the one you rolled, Anna.
Yeah, okay.
So, of course, that's like, I don't know, a little bit overkill. Would you like to not have that first one and drink a smaller potion? Because you only have...
That's why I was saying
I
sending my monkey,
start out with
so you
40
didn't have
health
to use your
points.
potion.
So
Yeah,
this
you're right.
doesn't even bring me up to full.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the crocodile. Okay.
But that was why I told you I was sending my monkey, in case you didn't want to use your potion.
Okay, so you're up to 33 hit points.
34, I think.
Oh, right, yes, because you had one. Correct. You are correct.
Yeah.
And I've used one of my level 2 spells. Bum, bum, bum.
Ba, 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 ba. Good thing you've got 3 of them.
I'm so helpful.
You are helpful. That's your job. You have to remember, Wayne, you're a bard. Your job is not necessarily combat effectiveness. Your job is to make other people combat effective.
No, that was what Sugar was saying about herself.
Oh.
Good job, Sugar. Okay, I'm gonna
My
go
first adventure off the island. I'm just excited to be helpful.
I'm gonna go do what I was gonna do. And go check out the crate.
Alrighty. So easy enough. You attach the grappling hook to the edge. That's exactly what grappling hooks are made for, so that happens easily. And it's a rope, so the athletics check is low enough that, especially as a rogue, you have absolutely no trouble whatsoever climbing down there. So you are now standing on the crate? What is your plan now that you're down at crate level?
I'm going to... Is there any way to get into the crate easily?
No, the crate is sealed.
Cool. I'm going to... Could I get in it with my thieves' tools?
You could open it, but you're not going to be able to use your thief... Okay, so it's not locked, so thief tools... Well, actually, thief tools probably do include a little bit of, like, lever prying type thingies. But not while on a rope or floating in the water.
Okay, I'm going to tie the rope around the crate, climb back up the rope, and then pull the rope up. Then pull the crate up.
Alright, give me a strength check.
Okay, strength. It's gotta be here.
My computer did that thing where it dies when I touch it with static buildup on my hands, so
Nice.
I'm getting back into stuff.
Alright, cool.
Let's see, what was it? Those.
Alright, you are not able to pull the crate back up on your own.
Hey, does one of you guys want to come over here and help me get this crate up?
Sure, I wanted to get the crate earlier.
There probably aren't any more crocodiles waiting to eat you. Alright, Sugar Song. You just fly across, I would assume?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Jason's
Okay,
back.
I solved it. Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Thomas, are we supposed to be able to see up north here?
It depends how far north you can see. Can you see past, like, here?
Do you see where I'm pinging?
No.
I can see this.
Oh, wow. No, you should not be able to see that far. It's crazy.
And it's black here. So
Yeah.
it's like I can't see, and then I can see.
Can you still see up there?
Yes.
Weird. And you shouldn't have line of sight, so you shouldn't be able to see. Yeah, it's not a big deal if you can. We'll just live with it, but you technically shouldn't be able to see anything there.
Yeah, I was just curious.
How much can you see? Can you see just like a gap right there? Is that all you're seeing?
I'm seeing from here to here to here, like a triangle.
Okay. Yeah, that I think is fine, because you technically do have line of sight to that. So basically what that means is off in the distance, you actually see like a glimmer of light coming from the north.
Cool. Sorry, what was Minty Chips doing?
Asking
I'm asking
someone
for
to
help
join
because I'm
her.
not strong enough to pull the crate up.
And Sugar Song was like, yeah, I'll help, and then didn't do anything.
Well, I didn't do anything because my computer died, so I'm trying to get back into Roll20.
Well, do you want me to move you across
So
then?
Sugar Song falls asleep.
Yes, please. And I can't see anything properly. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, I can kind of see stuff further along, too. That's why I thought I couldn't see much, because I can see, like, light passing through a doorway.
Yes. You guys can see some light coming from there. It's still not clear what its source is, but you can technically see some light.
Ah, okay. Cool. So I'm on the other side, and I think I'm logged back into everything. So
Cool.
I'm ready to help move the...
Alright, we now have the two characters with the lowest strength on the other side.
Beautiful,
This'll go well.
beautiful.
Caramel Kisses shouts, "Give it your all, ponies. You could do it."
Do I need to roll again?
Yes. Both of you will need to roll strength again. Okay, Anna, I am sorry, but you just failed a strength check trying to pull something up while right by a cliff. I don't think I have a choice but to have you fall off the cliff.
Oh, good God.
Sugar Song,
I knew this was
if you
gonna
would
happen.
like to give me a reflex save, you have the chance of catching her by her hoof as she's plummeting down.
It's a good thing my reflex is decent.
Okay, so you're able to grab on. Now I'm going to need a strength check to actually keep a hold of her.
This is gonna end well. It was nice knowing you guys.
Well, remember, you still have my air bubble, so you won't drown.
That's true, but I'll probably just like fall on one of these spikes here.
Wait. Did you roll twice? Because I'm seeing one where you did 11. Oh, that was your strength check from before.
Yeah,
okay,
that
so
was my strength
I need
check.
another one still then.
My reflex.
So I'm still waiting on
Okay.
another one from you.
All right.
Another strength check.
Oh, great.
Oh, so now both of you, now both of you,
Happen?
both of you are now falling down the cliff. So you can both
Can I
make.
try to grab the rope that's next to us?
Do you want to? So you have two choices. You can either try to grab the rope, or you can try to mitigate the damage when you hit. But either way, it's a reflex save from both of you. So both of you need to give me a reflex save, and then Anna, I need to know whether you're trying to grab the rope or just take less damage.
Since I can fly, can I just try to fly
No.
at this point? No? Okay.
And Thomas, the air bubble spell says it protects the object touched from water damage. Does that apply here?
No, this is going to be falling and piercing damage from falling a distance and then getting stabbed by sharp rocks.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
if they were
grab
being
the
like
rope.
shot by a fire hose or were drowning, then that would be where it would help. Or if they were like really deep underwater and they were taking damage from the pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab the rope, and I'm also kind of assuming that Sugar Song is still holding on to me.
Not at this point. Not with a 1.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to grab the rope. So
Okay. So you do succeed in grabbing the rope. So you're only going to take some rope burn damage. So Minty Chips, you are going to take 2 damage from rope burn. Sugar Song, you on the other hand, you did with a 19. You will negate 5 feet of falling damage. So you don't take damage for the first 5 feet. Then you negated another 5 feet, leaving 25 feet of falling damage. So that's going to be 3d6 plus the damage from the rocks, which is going to be a d8.
Wow.
So you are going to take...
in hindsight, someone else should have come and helped me.
You're going to take a total of 12 damage as you fall onto the rocks below.
I just wanted to see what was in the crate, and nobody else was going.
And Minty, you are hanging
Sorry,
onto
Minty.
the rope. So, Sugar Song, can you swim? I should hope so as a sea bard.
I can swim, but I don't have a bonus.
You have no swim bonus? Ouch. Never mind then. So, yeah, you need to roll me a swim check now. To stay afloat.
Also, once I stop myself
Oh my gosh.
with the rope, I'm going to...
Oh, wonderful.
Sugar Song, you are now drowning. You are not able to stay afloat.
I'm going to slide down the rope
Wonderful.
and onto the crate and grab Sugar Song.
Okay. You're not going to be able to do that from the crate, but if you would like to do a swim check and try to save Sugar Song. Also,
Okay,
I'll point out,
gonna
any
do
of you
that.
3 ponies on the other side of the cliff can act too.
We're going to
Yeah,
get
I'm just
this
not quick
crate.
enough.
We're going to get this crate and break it open, and there's going to be, I don't know.
There's going to be just
jelly
a
bean in it.
skull.
Yeah. I can't believe we're doing this.
All right, a 14. That's not bad, but not enough to rescue your friend either. So
Can I
Sugar
roll
Song,
again and
you
try again?
You are now run round into holding your breath. And yes, you can try again. All right, that's better. So Minty Chips, after a couple of fumbled attempts to try and grab Sugar Song, kind of just jumps off of the crate and dives into the pool, and then pulling Sugar Song back up, the two of them emerge from the surface of the water, spluttering, and Minty Chips kind of drags Sugar Song over to the crate, I would assume, to kind of get her up on something that floats.
Yep.
And everyone is awkwardly silent about all of this happening.
Okay. Caramel Kisses is gonna cross the bridge, the rope bridge. I'm saying. Oh my goodness! What is my screen doing?
Yeah,
I don't know what is going on here. It keeps it's like when I try and drag my thing, it's also moving the screen in the opposite direction. It's completely going crazy. I'm so sorry.
All right, here, I'll do it. Here, and then across.
Yeah. Am I supposed to be able to click and drag to move the screen around?
If you right click, you can kind of drag the screen around. So
I'm left clicking.
Yeah, it might be interpreting something weird, but you shouldn't be able to click and drag just on the screen. It should make like a selecty square if you do that.
Nope, it's doing both.
Huh. Yeah, that's definitely not how it should work.
Okay, I refreshed the page and it seems to have fixed the problem.
Okay, cool.
That was crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna step on this alligator.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a nice kick to the noggin as I'm walking over top of him.
He appropriately does the where his like limbs stick up in the air and everything.
And is there a lock on this crate?
There is not a lock, but it is a closed crate, so you would need to lever off the lid.
Okay, well, Caramel Kisses shouts, "I'm in position to pull you guys back up." But let's see what's in the crate first after all of this.
Well, the
I think
rope
we're
is
gonna
tied
need to get the
around the
crate up.
crate.
Yeah.
So, like, once we pull the rope up, we'll have the crate. I'm going to grab, like, Sugar Song and start shoving her up the rope.
Okay.
Climb up the rope, Sugar Song!
Yeah.
I'm gonna start trying to climb up the rope, so do I do a climb check?
No, since we're not in a hurry and climbing up a rope is a fairly low check, I don't see any reason to, unless you have an absolutely abysmal climb, but you've got a +3, so it should be fine.
Sweet.
Alright, and Minty Chips, I would assume you're also going to climb the rope?
Yeah, I'm also going to climb up.
Okay, now the
And then
three
we're-
weakest characters in the entire group are on the other side by the rope.
Oh dear.
This can't go badly at all.
Yeah, Caramel has a +1. So Caramel has a strength of 13, Sugar Song has a strength of 14, and Minty Chips has a strength of 14.
We need one of the cinnamons over here. Hey,
Oh, I was
cinnamon
wrong!
twins!
Cinnamon Star actually has a strength of 12.
Help!
Okay, Cinnamon Bubbles is gonna shimmy across the rope.
Okay.
Following the same route, another kick to the noggin in the same exact manner as Caramel Kisses.
Okay, at this point he has like a double ice cream scoop bruise coming out of the top of his head.
Oh, sorry. And he's gonna get behind Minty and support Minty while they're all pulling the rope up.
Okay. So, yeah, at this point, I'm just going to say you make it. Things have gone about as poorly as they can. No rules needed. You guys are able to get the crate up. Ignore the fact that there's water underneath it.
I'm going to
I'm gonna
smash
use
it
my
with a
pry
rock.
bar. Oh, okay. With your strength, it'll probably bounce back and hit you in the face.
So,
Hey, I've got better strength than some of the others.
so you're just going to
Wait,
smash
before
on
you-
it for a few
Wait,
minutes?
before you do it, Caramel
I have a
Kisses
pry
yells,
bar.
"Wait!" Caramel Kisses
Minty
yells,
Chip
"Wait!"
stops.
Let me check for any magical spells on the crate so we don't get bopped. I have a detect magic spell.
That's a good idea. Minty Chips is going to continue holding the rock above her head, ready to smash the darned crate.
Okay, so what do I do for detect magic?
So that just requires you to concentrate for a number of rounds, and so in the first round you kind of get, you know if there's magic in the area. In the second round, you know the location of the magic, and in the third round, you know the type of magic.
Okay, so would be the first round.
Yes, so this would be the first round, and so you do sense magic coming from the crate.
Ooh, magic. So yeah, I'm gonna try to cast my open close spell on the crate. Is that what that does? Does it open the crate?
It opens and closes doors, but I'll say a crate is close enough.
It says a door, chest, box, window, bag, pouch, bottle, barrel, or other container.
All right, I would definitely count it as being that. Then absolutely yes, you can cast it on that.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast that because I think that will be better off against the magic.
All right, Minty Chips, why don't you give me a perception check real quick?
Okay.
As the group rogue.
There it is. Okay.
Eagle Eye over here.
Nice. Okay, right as you hear the evocation for an open spell, you notice just the subtle signs of a magical trap, which would presumably be triggered should the thing open.
Wait, stop! I'm gonna tackle.
And Caramel Kisses starts bumbling and rolling on the ground with Minty yelling, "What are you doing?"
There's a trap! It had glowy letters and stuff!
Sure, that's what magic traps look like.
I don't know.
I better, maybe I can tell what it is.
Okay.
I have a read magic spell.
So actually you would just continue doing your detect magic for a few more rounds. And so you concentrate on it for a little bit longer. You realize that the School of Magic is evocation, which is destruction magic, and it is coming from the chest. So likely some sort of exploding magic trap, which, Minty Chips, you actually, as a rogue and having done well on your perception check, would know that it is a fireball trap. So it would actually do damage to all 4 of you if it had gone off.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, Minty
Yes, I'm gonna say that.
saved us.
Yes, it would have done 5d6 damage to the entire group.
Ooh, ouch.
Good thing Cinnamon Star's on the other side.
We would have all been dead, and she would have been over there like, guys?
Does
that
anyone
probably
have,
wouldn't
like-
have killed you, but it would have hurt.
Does anyone have, like, diffuse magic or something?
And that would be your job as the rogue.
Okay,
So this would
I
be a
have
disable
diffused
device.
magic?
No, it would be disable device.
There we go.
And you do have your thieves tools, so that gives you your nice bonus. Now you might want to try
Everyone
and
better
get.
step back in
You
case
might-
this fails.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
gonna-
point. It will go off.
Tell people to get out of range in case it goes off.
Sugar Song is like, I'm not afraid of anything.
Are we allowed to cross this river without using the gator as a bridge?
Yes, it is not deep enough that it is a significant barrier.
Okay, we have a safe perimeter, I think. Should we move a little farther?
Put the crocodile on top of the crate first.
Well, Caramel, you would actually know the radius of a fireball spell since it is in your spell list.
Oh, indeed, I do. The radius is 20 feet, so we're good.
Cool. I'm gonna do it.
All right, nice. 26. All right, you diffuse it handily.
Nice. I'm also. Can I move the crate away from the cliff?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna move it just like one space away.
Okay.
Guys, I just realized, I didn't know this before because it's a weird name for the spell, but I have a spell called Mage Hand that can move things. I probably could have gotten the thing.
There you go. You now have a crate that actually
Oh yeah, I have mage
doesn't
hand
look
too.
like it's underwater.
Did we
No,
just-
the crate is far too heavy for you to lift with Mage Hand.
Got it.
All right, so I'm gonna signal to them and be like, "All right, guys, it's all clear. We're good now. Now you can open it, or I can smash it with a rock. I'm good either way. I'm kind of angry at this crate.
Let's smash this thing.
Let's do it. I'm gonna
Wait,
grab
maybe
the
there's
rock.
something fragile in there, though.
True. All right, let's open it carefully, and then if there's nothing fragile, we'll smash it.
You're gonna put it into a bigger box, and then put that into another box, and then mail it to you.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, so you guys open the crate.
Yes, carefully.
Carefully bash it in. There's something shiny inside.
Because
Yes.
you're using magic to open it, right? So I'm gonna back away before you
Why
open
is
It's a golden
it.
snake.
Ooh,
there we go?
It's
I
it's
don't
a
know why
golden
that was so
snake
hard.
bird.
Ooh, shiny.
Let's go investigate.
Is this magic?
That is a good question, one which I don't know that you are equipped to answer.
Let's detect
I'm
magic
asked-
again.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's hard to tell when you're in character and when you're not. All right, Caramel. You use detect magic, and indeed, there is still a sense of magic coming from the snake, and it appears to be of divination magic and is quite strong.
Divination magic. What's that?
That would be things like clairvoyance, telepathy, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Who wants to touch it?
Minty Chip is gonna look over at dang it. I had the name.
Dun dun dun.
Caramel Kisses and say, I think that you should carry that.
All right. It is
Just-
also not
Okay,
that big,
seems
so
like
it's not to scale.
Your kind of object.
Yeah, it is about the size of like a large apple.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out and gingerly touch it
Okay.
with my hoof.
As soon as you do, a red light flashes out of its eyes, and Caramel Kiss's eyes roll up into the back of her head until only the whites are showing. And
This doesn't seem good.
then Caramel.
I'm gonna run around panicking.
Okay. You have a vision. You are on a desolate, barren wasteland. There's just flat, dry earth as far as you can see. And in front of you is just this enormous stretch of deadland. And after a few moments, suddenly you feel a rumbling under your feet. It's small at first, but then turns into this enormous shaking. And then the ground in front of you splits open, and you see some enormous dark shape, which you are unable to identify, emerging from fissures in the ground. And then the land around you just explodes into a million pieces, and then you come to back in the cave, holding this small object with your hoof, and your friends looking very concerned.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over and like
I look the most
shake
concerned
her
'cause I'm running
shoulders
around.
and be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Carmel shakes her head a little bit, giving out like a little whinny. Whatever that sound that horses make.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm gonna kind of glare at the object and be like, kind of like, I don't know. I'm not that bright, so I'm gonna be like, "Don't hurt my friends."
Are you
That's
safe,
object.
Caramel Kisses? Have you been possessed? Are you
when
someone else now? What's
you
my favorite color?
when you shout at the bauble, at the snake, whatever you want to call it, its tongue actually, you think, flicks out for a second, and you think you might have heard a hiss.
I
But
don't
you're
like
not
this
sure.
object.
So Carmel Kisses shouts at Backpack and yells, "Eat that stupid snake statue."
Hey, yummy, yummy, of course! Put it here! And it opens its large, oh, I don't think anybody except for you has seen what Bag looks
yeah.
like.
It looks like a shark.
Ta-da!
Yes.
Nice.
So Bag chomps up the statue. I would assume. I guess. I don't know. I just told him to do that.
Yeah, having you go, he's a bag. His sharp teeth aren't actually sharp. So, I mean, he swallows it up and it goes into the inside of the bag.
Okay, and we won't have anyone else touch that yet. But I am curious. So I'm gonna tell Minty and say, that was scary. I saw some shit. But I keep it a secret from everyone else.
Minty Chip kind of nods.
My
And
feelings are hurt. You don't trust me.
and we kind of turn. It's like, all right. Well, at least it seems like it was probably worth getting this crate. I
Yeah,
guess
and
we
I
should go
say-
check out the rest of the room.
I say we shouldn't tell the others because they might get worried.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. We've got to keep them safe.
Oh,
All right.
I'm worried.
Bum.
So we kind of do like a secret handshake thing, like a secret hand hoof shake, I
Okay.
guess, and head bump.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, that we totally came up with when we were just now. And we're gonna
Alright.
walk away.
And so
So
I'm
who
adding
else
the
has
snake
any
statue to my
damage?
inventory, or
Yeah, just write down somewhere that you have it.
cool.
Who else has any damage?
Might
I know
just be
that I
me.
have a little bit from the fall, but I think it was 8 or 10, and I don't remember where I wrote.
I think we took 5 damage from falling into the cave initially, right?
It depended on who you were. Some people succeeded in their dexterity checks and took less damage. Some people took more damage.
Okay, so let's keep exploring this way, I guess.
But I figured we go back to the other room because that's what people wanted to do. I just wanted to get that chest
Yeah.
out of there because there was like the main room that I think. Not to mention, aren't there still those chests at the like original puddle that we haven't done anything with?
Oh yeah,
No.
we haven't even checked those boxes.
No, you have not.
Yeah, let's
So
go
we
back.
should go back. I'm gonna make sure that I grab the rope and give the rope back to whoever I took it from.
Okay, that was Cinnamon Star who threw that to you.
But we're gonna leave up our little like rope bridge thing.
Okay.
All right, I think we should go this way.
I've lost my torch, so I don't have light.
Nope, but you have more torches.
So we're gonna kind of go. Oh my gosh, there's little dead rats in this puddle.
Yes, there are. Cinnamon Star. Oh, there you are. There you go.
They're drowned dead rats. Oh,
I'm gonna go over to this crate. And
all right. It looks
poke
like there's nothing else other than these crates.
Okay. You open the crate, and inside are cotton balls.
Cotton ball?
Cotton balls.
Okay.
Do you take the cotton balls?
Nope.
I take the cotton balls.
I open this crate.
All right. There is a large bag of jelly beans.
Ooh, I take those.
And Cinnamon Bubbles opens this last crate.
Okay. There are a pile of sock monkeys.
Nope. I don't
Cinnamon
want those.
Bubbles turns to Sugar Song and says, "Does your monkey want some friends?"
No thank you. But I did find some jelly beans if you'd like to share.
Yeah, I want some.
Alright, so I'm gonna evenly evenly distribute the jelly beans among everybody.
Because friendship is magic.
Thanks, Sugar.
Except Cinnamon Star, because she's just like hiding out over there. There we go. Here, Cinnamon Star, I saved some jelly beans for you.
All right.
What's your favorite flavor?
Thing.
Okay,
I don't
Caramel
really eat
Kisses
jellybeans.
casts light again and steals the light from Minty back to her own horn.
Okay. Let me adjust that real quick. And we are actually rolling up on an hour and a half now. So do people want to keep playing, or are we ready to wrap up?
I'm about ready, I think.
Okay. So this
Yeah,
is
let's wrap up.
this is a pretty good place to stop. You guys got some presumably useful item out of that chest, and fought a giant crocodile. So
And took lots of damage from
yes,
being stupid or something.
mostly Minty. That crocodile did a number on her leg, but magical healing is quite the thing. All right, so let's wrap up then. Let's start with Jason. What did Caramel Kisses and Cinnamon Bubbles learn?
Caramel Kisses learned that there's some magic that she is afraid to mess with. And Cinnamon Bubbles learned that guns solve everything.
All right, Minty Chips.
Minty Chips learned to stand further away from the edge when trying to pull chests out of a chasm.
Yeah. Cinnamon Star.
I know it's me! But I have to switch to the Discord one because I'm on the map one. Cinnamon Star learned. That if you wait long enough, your friends will take care of everything. On the other hand, I also thought it was a good idea to have somebody on the other side of the rope in case, there were problems and we needed somebody on the other side. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, nobody died quite. Sugar Song, what have you learned?
Sugar Song learned that following Minty Chips blindly is not always the wisest option.
That is a true statement. Alright, that's everybody. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining me. Hopefully everyone had a good time. And we're going to wrap up here. So I will see you guys all next time. Bye!
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 Bye.
Arrivederci.